This is nothing, just a noise, but your mind interprets as something. What I'm writing here is coming out of my thought, and it is simply my description of my experiences that arises in me. In reality, I am not this or that or the other, but nothing and everything. Everything came from nothing. Nothing is disregarded, spat upon, looked down upon, cursed upon, and they even have name. Nothing as it is nothing, no value, no worth, not respectable, and so on. Why? Because human thought does not know nothing. It does not know we came from nothing. Nothing for naked eye is nothing, because naked eye does not see anything in nothing. So if the eye does not see, then it does not have a value or trust, or it does not even exist. Yet in that nothing there are atoms and protons and electrons and all subatomic particles, and even wave, the smallest particle that we know so far. How can we say that is nothing? Because all the substance, including thoughts and this small particle wave, is the same thing. Thought produces ideas and concepts, and those ideas and concepts then produce supercomputers, software, buildings, bridges, railroads, airplanes, rockets, and so on. Thought is made of same stuff as nothing. Therefore, thought is nothing, yet thought is something. So, something is nothing and nothing is something, isn't it? In the sense of the deepest level of the particles. But for the eyes, there is a difference. Eyes have limitations, senses have limitations, and thoughts have limitations. And because of these limitations, thought or the senses do not recognize nothing as something that is general concepts of billions of human beings, and in this level, nothing is nothing and something is something, but it is false. What human thought produces is not pure or natural. Let alone human thought is not natural, it is just reflection of the reality. Therefore, what is produced out of human thought is just the reflection of the reality that includes machinery, buildings, concepts, ideas, beliefs, all religious books, including Bible, Koran, Bhagavat Gita, Mahabharata. Everything is mere someone's imagination out of the reflection of the reality. So repeating phrases out of those books have no value. Why talk of flower when you can look at it and enjoy it? Why talk of someone's extraordinary experience? There is no value in talking of it. There is no value in trying to repeat the beauty of flowers with the words, or trying to repeat someone's extraordinary experiences via repeating phrases or via meditation or sadhana or any of those nonsense and filthy words such as get religious or get spiritual. There is nothing really spiritual in this world. Spirit is a Latin word and it means breath. So if you can breathe, you are spiritual, and if you cannot breathe, you are dead. Therefore, all living, breathing organisms are already spiritual. Why do we have to attend churches, temples, mosques, etc., sit across legged and wrapped into meditation in the corner or in the jungle under the tree or some secluded place? It is absolute absurdity in the sense of reality or the real truth of these, of so-called priests, gurus, pandits, rabbis, clerics, who are fooling themselves and fooling others. They don't know what they are doing. They appear to the eyes which do not see all the reality as real and knowing, because humans have invested tremendously in the traditional practices with great sentiment, and because of this sentiment and investment, humans have accepted so-called religious scriptures and practices. These religious peoples are selling these accepted religious goods and services in the marketplace. Some are selling celibacy, absence from sex. Others are selling tantrism, means of sex, to reach spiritual enlightenment. I am not selling anything. And what I'm saying is no different than the noise coming from the city or the factory or the dog barking or the bird singing, or a thunderstorm, or anything that makes a noise. Do not follow my phrases or my writings without validating first. They do not have value to you, or do not follow anybody's phrases or scriptures, maybe may it be Bible, Koran, Bhagavat Gita, Kabala, Ten Commandments, or whatever it may be. They don't have any value either. So you may say, what is there to do? Whom to follow? The answer is already within you. If you can ask a question, then the answer is within you. And if there is no answer, then there is no question. The question disappears in you. The question arises from seeking. Seeking what? You are already perfect, healthy and happy. You may say, I am seeking money, love, family, security, entertainment, and so on. But all that is arising from thought, as if we need to search anything. When the search stops, then the human organism expresses itself naturally. The expression never stops. It takes unnatural form, arising from the thought, which is artificial. But for thought, the value system that has been there for generation and generation within a culture that feels natural because the functioning process is perfected, regardless human thought or human form is acting as a machine conditioned by the society one is raised. My writing or my description may seem extraordinary or great, but don't take it blindly. See for yourself. See your own experiences to validate what I'm saying. Even a bird or a tiny ripple or a wave or a simple wind blowing or a sunset or simply falling leaf or a duck or a tiny insect have tremendous expressions that can enlighten you in a fraction of a second. Something that hits you like a lightning bolt and you don't even know where and how it comes, and it is not how you imagined or thought about or felt. It will surprise you and shock you and awaken you, and it may frighten you for many days till it settles in you. Then there is only pure energy, free from ghosts of the past or the unknown future, and you are functioning in the present moment now. You may remember the past in the present. You may plan about future now, but you remain in the present. Past does not have any value, nor the future. Taste does not have any value, only the nutrition. Sensual pleasure has no value, only sensuality. Entertainment has no value, only entertaining. Job has no value, only duty or performing. Money has no value, only exchange of energy, whether in the form of currency or information. Feelings and emotions have no value, only what is feeling now, and feeling and emotions are the same, arising from thought. Heart has no value except pumping blood. This is the natural or pure state. But don't just repeat these phrases. Try to see that in your own experiences. When you repeat phrases, they become hollow, empty, just like millions of other memorized words we repeat every day in our conversations. Love is lust, and lust is anger, and love is hate, not literally, but in the natural sense, because their source is the same. Love cannot exist without the hatred, and lust cannot exist without the anger. All the expression in natural state is love, whether it is hatred or lust or anger. It expresses as love, pure energy, natural without violence, and even in yelling there is a peacefulness and purity. The source is one. The source is expressing itself through the human organism. There is no language, concepts, beliefs necessary. Why talk of this expression? Why talk of flowers, waterfalls, mountain? Let them express, and you receive their expression naturally without involving these artificial thoughts. Can you do that? You may say, how? There is no how when you express yourself naturally or on its own. How is the space? It is always the space that is in between you, expression, and everything else. If you say how, I say space. Look at space. If you look long enough, the how may disappear because it is the space, always the space.